with posts like these, sana kumalat ulit yung idea of helping each other. Kasi at the end of the day, sino nga naman ulit yung magtutulong-tulungan, tayo lang ulit. So, sana kumalat ulit yung idea of communities helping each other.
Kumusta yung experience mo kanina? Tell us more about it. Balita namin kasi you kept on feeling.
Correct.
Oo, kasi, well, masaya. Lagi naman masaya pag ganyan. Masaya in a way dahil nakikipagkwentuhan ka, you know, things you don't get to do every day. But more than that, nakikita mo rin kasi yung actual need ng mga tao. Like, nakakalungkot kasi nung una, bumili kami ng maraming bigas. Kasi nagtanong muna ako, ano bang pinakakailangan nyo? Kasi ang community pantry, the idea is drop-off lang, di ba? Magdo-drop off ka lang ng supplies and then you leave. Pero ang dami ng pumila. Tapos nagtawag na sila ng ibang tao. So, humaba yung pila. So, may isa akong tinanungan na tricycle driver, ano yung most important na kailangan nyo right now? So, sabi nila bigas. So, dun kami nag-umpisang bumili kami ng bigas. And they didn't want to get yung tigpa 5 kilos each. Parang nahihiya sila. So, pinupunit nila, binubuhos sa box, and then, parang sila na rin mismo naghanap ng mga plastic. Tinatakal nila yung bigas. Parang kahit dun makikita rin talaga ang mga Pinoy talaga hindi abusado. Yung parang we only get what we need. So, it's nice to help people na ganun yung ang sarap sa pakiramdam kasi alam mo na kahit sila mismo they know na more people need help, so I'll only get what I need for now. So I saw that today, nakaka-inspire, sana ganun lahat ng tao, diba?
Si Bella, tama ang hulog, actress, writer, director, tapos she has a charity part ng buhay niya na parang out of the blue bigla siyang tas nag-i-industry advocacy rin. So, let's not forget she's back on primetime pala tonight. That was
pala tonight na nga pala tayo.
Yeah. Since tonight na yan, Bella, ano yung kailangan abangan namin sa character mo bilang si Lara Angeles? After ilang years, nagbabalik ka ulit sa primetime, no?
Shocks, ilang years na ba yung huli ko? 9 years na yung huli. Yeah, sino may sala? 2017, 2018. Ano yung mga ganun? 8 or 9 years.
also before pandemic.
Yeah, oo.
Wow.
Nag-start kami mag-taping 2017. Parang gano'n. Oh, something like that. But it's been a while. I'm a bit nervous, syempre, kasi first time back. But I don't know kasi what the viewing habits of people are na now. Especially, I was also gone for a while. So, I don't know yung Gen Z ba ngayon, alam ba nila yung impact ng prime time? Kasi kami dati, ang big deal for us to be told na you're gonna be on prime time, or even just to watch something on prime time with your family before was a big deal. Kasi parang ano yun, ritual ng pamilyang Pilipino, di ba? Pag nanood na kayo ng mga programa pagkatapos ng balita, it's a family thing. So, for actors naman, pag sinabihan ka na your show is on prime time, it's also a big deal kasi parang, okay, I made it. Parang, yes, we made it. So, to be back on this time slot is very exciting and also nerve-wracking kasi our show is hard to do. We're doing an action drama series. So, right now, actually, Monday is a regular taping day for us. Usually, MWF kami nagtitaping. So, today, lahat kami walang taping. Medyo kinakabahan na ako ng konti kasi wala kaming maraming pondo. And, konti lang naman kami artista dito. Hindi naman siya, like, big cast. So, oo nga, no? Ano na kaya mangyayari sa amin sa next episode? Sa mga susunod na kabanata. And then,
What made you say yes para gawin yung proyekto? Action, madugo siya, pero pagpunta ng puso na napanood namin.
thank you. Ay, nakanood ka dun sa Trinoma. I think I've just been wanting to do different things naman kasi parang it's like my last teleserye also, Sino May Sala wasn't a love story for me anyway. My character there was a lawyer na may multiple personality disorder, diba? So, I guess mas nakakapaglaro ako pag sa TV. Lalo na dahil maraming episodes. So, mahaba yung tatakbuhin ng mga character. Hindi katulad pag pelikula, nakaset kasi siya, diba? Like, for 15 days, this is your life, this is your story. Tapos pag sinabing love story yung genre, love story lang talaga. So, I get to play around more on TV. So, when they offered this one, Actually, nung una, iba pa to eh. Miss JRB, Miss Julie, offered a love story to me first. And then this came along. This sounded a lot more exciting. So yeah, I'm chasing yung feeling of excitement right now.
So how was it working with Gerald at saka si Richard? Tsaka kanina ba ko-connect yung character mo? Kasi ngayon parang kay Richard pa.
Kay Richard, oh. Actually, originally nakaslate to, I don't know if I'm allowed to. Pwede na ba ako magsabi? Hindi pa pala! Abangan nyo na lang. Pero alam mo, dun ako natutuwa sa show kasi nakadictate kung kanino dapat ako mapupunta eh. And kung kani-kanino kami mapupunta. But something happened while we were taping na unexpected. Parang there was unexpected chemistry, I guess. So, direction thing that right now before we go where I'm supposed to go talaga. So, yun din yung beauty ng TV because we have a lot of episodes. We can play around and, you know, the story can change, the characters can change pa. So, hindi namin nga in-expect kasi yung magiging chemistry on set with very simple scenes na hindi sadya. Wala namang any insinuation of love or kilig or anything. Pero, kinikilig sila sa set. So, parang tinuloy na lang. Parang, sige, i-lead muna natin dito konti bago natin ituloy yung storyline talaga. So, yun yung nangyayari right now.
Pero so far, yung mga scenes mo is parang doon pa lang sa command center.
Sa comms,
Makikita
oo.
ka ba namin na mag-action din?
Hinihintay ko pa rin. Wala pa masyado. May mga konting eksena na kami na as a team, me, Baron, and Richard sa labas. Nakanood ka rin ba sa trailer? Ayan, okay. So, alam mo naman na hinahanap namin si Gerald, diba? So, may mga scenes na kami na shoot for week 2 and week 3 na yung unit talaga namin, like me, Baron, and Richard trying to, I guess, corner Gerald. So, ang ganda rin ng pagka-shoot nun. It was 3 units. We shot it all in one day in this beautiful location. It was an old paper mill, parang paper factory sa Navotas. And may mga eksena kaming tumatakbo kami sa iba-ibang floor. Pero isang shot sa gilid. So, pag pinanood nyo siya, napaka-exciting. So, galing. I'm surprised. Kasi pag nandun ka, while you're doing it, it's tiring, it's hard, it's madumi, mainit. Pero, pag napanood mo na yung finished product, parang, oo nga, no, it makes sense kung bakit tayo nandito today or like why we're taping it here today. So, I'm excited for you guys to see that specific episode.
Nagkaroon ba ng adjustments sa'yo? Kasi yung last na series mo, pre-pandemic pa. Mas ngayon,
Yeah.
parang ba na yung mga galawan din, di ba?
Yes and no, kasi nagpipelikula naman ako during the pandemic and eto, ng mga nakaraang years din. So, actually, mas maliit pa nga ang units pag pelikula, diba? So, mas konti yung tao. So, nag-adjust ako na mas spoiled kami ngayon sa taping kasi mas maraming tao. So, naninibago ako ngayon, ang dami tao ulit. Masaya. So, yun.
Did you have to go on a parang different diet or workout routine for this? Kasi medyo obviously you got slimmer yata or
I did.
May training.
Yeah, I started training noong December pa lang. Officially, training started for everyone in January, but I was nervous kasi alam ko si Gerald was in Sense of the Father, may mga action scenes din sila. Richard, alam naman nating lahat, parang bata pa lang ata siya, nag-martial arts na siya, diba? So, medyo, nung pinitch sa akin to nung December, I wanted to start right away. Parang nung pinitch sa akin, siguro, kunwari on a Monday morning, Monday afternoon, gusto ko na mag-training. Ganun ka ba? So I started doing Muay Thai, and then I would hire firing ranges. I would do tactical training with guns, different kinds of guns. Para lang, you know, in case they need me to do anything on set, then hindi mukhang first time ko ginagawa lahat. And then we have a really great action director, Wentagle. So he's coordinating all our fight scenes, all our fight choreography. So ang maganda kasi kay Erwin, ginawa niya na kaming lahat ng choreo na parang pag sinabi niya, okay, we're doing this number, medyo gets na namin. Konting paalala na lang. Parang bago kami sumabak ng taping, bago kami nag-day 1, nag-training na muna kami sa gym niya. So, and at the same time, isa-isa kami, binigyan niya ng special style. So, si Baron, his specialty here will be knives. So, may ibang style si Baron kay Richard, si Richard may ibang ginagawa kay Gerald, and ako later on may weapon din ako i-introduce sa show na iba sa kanila lahat. So, we all have our own skill in the show that will come out when when it's meant to come out.
Pero ikaw personally, may mas gusto mo yung hand-to-hand o yung may baril?
Hand to hand. Yeah. Parang tamad kasi nung
Para magamit yung Muay Thai.
Oo, sayang naman. Pero dahil boss kasi, ang role ko kasi dito, boss ako nila Richard and ni Baron. So, technically, I shouldn't even be fighting. Lagi ako last resort. Yung pag medyo naiipit na sila, dun pa lang ako bababa ng comms, dun pa lang ako, parang last line of defense lagi. So, kaya nga ang tawag sa kanya lagi siya yung utak ng mission. Kasi, I'm really just supposed to make them move. But, like anything in life, things don't always go our way. So, pag nagkakaproblema na sa missions, dun lang ako usually bumababa or dun lang yung action scenes ko pumapasok. So, yeah.
Bakit ka nang pabalik sa practical? O paano ka nang pa-oo na bumalik muli sa pagtateleserye?
Parang hindi naman siya conscious decision before to leave. Like, I never said naman na parang hindi na ako magtateleserye. Wala namang ganun. I enjoy naman taping and filming, all of it. Syempre, movies give us a different kind of fulfillment. Pero TV work kasi is what, for me anyway, I don't know if every actor feels this way, but TV work or mga teleserye, ito yung naglalapit sa amin sa mga tao. Dito kami mas nakikilala ng mga tao. Doon din namin mas nakikilala yung mga tao kasi dito namin nababasa yung kwento nila per episode. Dito ko nalalaman na, ganito pala buhay ng Pilipino ngayon. Kasi per episode, this based on research on what's happening today. Like our show right now, it's so relevant, it's grounded on what's really happening sa Pilipinas ngayon. So, I like feeling connected to people still. Kasi it's hard now, di ba? Parang, especially in 2026 after the pandemic, and also this generation, parang we're so used to being alone, we're so used to being individualistic, nakakalimutan natin na, yun nga, we have to be a community pa rin. Teleseries are a good way of being part of a community, even for us actors. So, yeah, in a way, that's one of the reasons why I said yes. And also, I did sign a contract with ABS-CBN, so one of my obligations is to do a teleserye talaga. That's the basic answer. Like, that's my most parang practical answer to the question. Pero I guess on a deeper level, I just really love acting. Like, that's it. So whatever you make me do, kung pelikula man yan o teleserye, basta nagagawa ko yung gusto kong gawin, yung mahal na mahal ko gawin, which is acting, then I'll do it.
Sabi mo nga, writer ka. Ano yung nagustuhan mo naman sa Blood versus Duty? Na, sabi mo rin na relevant siya. Paano siya
Yeah.
naging relevant sa ngayong generation?
I mean, we're seeing the conflict right now, diba, happening all over the world. Our show actually is just scratching the surface. So, I think it's good that the Filipino audience will watch this kasi magkakaroon tayo ng awareness na may nangyayaring ganito kahit sa bansa natin. And it has been happening for years and years. Hindi naman to bagong balita sa atin, diba? There has been conflict. So, it's good for us to inform ourselves also, like where we should stand. And, minsan may misconceptions tayo. May grupo ng mga tao na ganito iniisip natin sa kanila, pero actually hindi. They're very peaceful at mabait sila, but we didn't know kasi ganito tayo pinalaki mag-isip. So, we're hoping to break those preconceived notions with our show. Or, if not to break preconceived notions, we just want to inform na you're allowed to think this way, you're allowed to think that way, and there are other ways to connect with people. So, ang kagandahan ng show, and for me, what's so smart about the writing of the show is every character here changes per week. So, if in this week, mabait tong character na to, next week parang siya yung kontrabida. So, susunod na week siya na naman yung mabait. So, may switches lahat. Lahat may ulterior motive, lahat may pinagdadaanan. Kahit yung masama, meron siyang napanood di ba yung Maleficent ni Angelina Jolie? Parang after mo mapanood, parang mahal ko na si Maleficent. Nag-connect ka sa villain. May ganong feeling yung writing ng Blood versus Duty na something that you thought was bad was actually just told to you na it was bad. Pero actually, meron siyang reason or may justification kung bakit ganun tayo mag-isip. So, ang galing kasi ang daming layers nung writing ng show. So, sana matawid namin with the performances or with the scenes, kung paano linalabas yung mga eksena or even just the editing. Sana na-flesh out lahat ng sinusulat kasi ang ganda-ganda ng pagkasulat. So, yun.
For a character like that, na parang ang lakas ng masculine energy mo, do you keep parang a journal for the character sketch? Ganun. Paano yung process?
Yeah, I have my own map of Lara. Actually, yeah, I get scared kasi she's so, yun nga, masculine. And it was intentional. Direct FMR keeps reminding me to keep her masculine. Kasi nga, ang masculine ng two male counterparts ko, diba? We have Gerald and Richard. So I have to keep up or at least be on the same level. And if I'm gonna be femme fatale, then wala, lalamunin nila ako. So I have to be at par. So the best way to do that nga is also to man up, I guess. So we really tried to square Lara up, even with the voice.
Yes.
I hope manotice, but thank you. Salamat. So I made my voice deeper for the show. You know, lahat yan very intentional. But there are scenes where Lara allows herself to be vulnerable and feminine also. So I'm excited for you guys to see that in the show. It comes out around end of week 2, start of week 3. And may reason then bakit siya magiging babae na by those weeks.
Is it your first time working with Gerald and Richard? And kamusta sila katrabaho?
Actually, katrabaho si Gerald nung Reconnect, pero never kami nagka-eksena. Producer ko lang siya doon. Si Richard nakatrabaho ko sa GMA before. We did a series called Love and Lies. So, hindi naman first time with Richard. Gerald it will be my first time acting with Gerald. Wala pa kaming eksena together so far. Alam ko parang this week, meron na ata. Or yung nabasa kong script, meron na. Yung weekender. So, I'm excited. Maganda yung eksena ng issue-shoot namin. Very intense. I'm kind of scared. Kami ni Barbie wala pa so far. Mag-ibang community kasi kami. Nasa Muslim community si Barbie, diba? So, siguro pagdating nila ng Manila. Yan.
So how was it working with Richard after ilang years na muli kayo nagka-role ng film?
Richard's very easy to work with actually. More than working with him kasi we're friends in real life. We've been friends for more than 10 years. So, medyo matagal ko nang kilala si Richard. Ninang ako ni Zion, ng anak niya. So, I've known Richard for a while and he's such an easy person. Like he's very chill. Walang masamang tinapay kay Richard, you know, he's easy to be with on set. Pag minsan meron lang siya nakikitang hindi niya gusto, yan, he'll voice out. Pero once naman nasabi na niya, i-joke niya na lang yan, parang pabiro niya na lang aasarin yung staff minsan or kami or kung sino man, but he lets go of things right away. Hindi siya mabigat kasama sa set. So it's nice to work with Richard. He's very meticulous with his job. Very rin siya, particular sa anong vision niya sa show. Kunwari, ito character ko, hanggang sa kotse, hanggang sa suot na boots, hanggang sa jacket, siya namimili. Ano yan, lahat yan naka-map kay Richard. So, galing kasi he's not your typical actor of today na parang dadating lang sa set. We're the same in a way na parang pares kami kailangan namin ng printed copies ng script kasi lahat ngayon diba lang iPad. Gusto namin dalawa na printed. Kailangan may hawak kaming papel. So bumili kami dalawa ng printer para dito. So pares kami may bagong printer ngayon ni Richard. So yeah, he's very old school. I like that about him and I'm excited that we're doing this show together. He's very, very good in this show.
May pressure ba sa inyo mga bida since kayo yung magre-replace doon sa Batang Quiapo? Parang ganun eh. Kasi konting lang yung kayo nag-heal, di ba? Tapos kayo na in action din nila.
Very different very different flavor of action. I think Batang Quiapo had a certain audience. And I think I know because I was in Provinciano before, diba? So, parang iba yung demographic na target ng Batang Quiapo and ng Blood versus Judy ngayon. So, hopefully, hindi i-compare yung dalawang show. Kasi magkaiba yung flavor, magkaiba yung kwento. Hindi siya one character leads the whole cast. It's not that vibe. This is a very collaborative show. I mean, alam naman natin na ang brain ng Batang Quiapo talaga ay si Coco, diba? And Provinciano even. It was really Coco. And he did it so well. He managed that whole thing. He produced it. He directed it na nga at some point. So parang si Coco lang yun eh. Batang Quiapo equals Coco. Ito kasi this is a joint effort of everybody. This is the brainchild of Miss Julian. This is the product of intense work of 3 directors, 3 brilliant directors led by Direk FMR. We have an amazing fight director, Erwin Tagle, na minsan lang naman gumagawa ng TV work. So, for him to say yes to us is a big deal also for us. And then you have 2 lead stars na lalaki who've never worked with each other, and they're working with each other really well. Walang ego on set. Like, I've never seen them look at each other a certain way. Walang ka-ere-ere sa isa't isa. We have Richard and Gerald who's working really well with each other. You know, and then you have actors who are so ready to support them also. So like, I think it's a different dynamic. We're not comparable, or we're not similar at all to Batang Quiapo. So, I hope we get accepted the same way. But I understand if we don't have the same audience. Kasi nga, different yung show. Yeah, different yung show.
Pero sabi mo nga, super important ng pagkakaroon ng pagkakapunta sa prime time. Pero
Yeah.
anong feeling na nasa first lot kayo ng prime?
Oo nga
Ano
eh.
na feel mo that time na nalaman mo na kayo papalit doon?
May hilo ng konti yung kwarto. Kasi sinabi nila sa amin, nagpo-promo kami eh. Parang whole day of promo, bigla lumapit si Miss Julian sa amin nila Chard. So, yeah, it was definitely a pleasant surprise. You know, it's always great to have good news. And, you know, let's not tiptoe around it, or let's not lie. Getting the first lot is good news, diba? It's a pat on the back. That means you're doing a good job. Hindi naman kami magsisinungaling na parang hindi naman in-expect or ganyan. We wanted this kasi we worked hard. So, we want to maintain it. So, we'll keep on working hard. Yun na lang yun. Parang I think yun yung best effort on our end. Hanggang kaya namin to stay on the first lot, we'll stay. Pero again, management decision yan, audience decision yan. If they find that there are other shows that deserve the first lot more, then wala rin naman kami magagawa. Yes.
Ayun naman, kamusta nakatrabaho si Baron?
Si Baron, okay naman. Baron is a very different kind of actor din. Meron siyang sarili niyang process. Lagi niya kausap si ChatGPT recently. So, very baget si Baron right now. May Gen Z siya na ugali na tinatanong niya si ChatGPT kung tama ba yung mga ginagawa niya. So, natutuwa ako doon kasi ngayon ko lang nakita yung process na yun. Yeah, very different.
Okay, yung curious ako, Bella, kasi parang ang dami mong ginagawa. How do you stay present? Ano yung parang you still have time for other things? How
Alam
do
mo,
you
hindi ko na nga din alam. Nag-acid reflux na nga ako eh. Feeling ko kabado na ako sa life ko kasi parang dami kong gusto mangyari. Ay, hindi ko na rin alam. Gusto ko na kumain ng kanin. Joke lang. Hindi, nagkanin na ako sa kabila. Nanonood lang ako mga videos sa Kabalastugan para sumaya ako. Yun yung mga ginagawa ko sa life.
highlight mo yung mga comments?
Yeah. Actually, naging, feeling ko online besties na kami ni Cabs. Cabs nang i-nickname niya sa akin. Lagi ako nagdi-DM sa kanya. Tawang-tawa ako sa video mo. Tapos nag-reply siya, ako din. I love Kabalastugan. No, wala eh. Sabi nila, if you wanna be present, when you walk, just walk. Diba? Don't think about other things. When you walk, don't think about what you're eating for dinner. Don't think about who you need to call. So when you're walking, just walk. So yun, while I'm here, I'm talking to you guys, I'm just talking to you guys. I want to talk to you guys. I want to be here. So that's me being present. Because I appreciate you guys being here also. So I like to be present at work because I love my job so much. And I like to be present for the people who are present for me also. So it comes naturally. I think yun naman eh. If you like what you're doing, things come easy.
Focus ka ba sa paggawa nitong teleserye or do you have other projects?
I have a movie coming in that's also really, really exciting. It's the first time I'm working with this person. It's a drama comedy. Hindi na naman love story, so masaya ako. But that's for another day. I'm sure makakausap ko kayo for that soon. But yeah.
Mela, anong mas challenging paggawa ng movie or album ng TV series?
definitely itong TV series. Especially itong TV series na to. Nakakapagod siya. Physically nakakapagod siya. Parang wala pa akong buwan simula nung nag-taping na to na hindi ako nagkasakit. Lagi ako may sakit recently kasi grabe yung pagod ng show. But yun nga, worth it pag napanood mo eh. So, okay na din.
Pero
Hindi
nakikita mo
ba siya
Sorry.
nakikita mo ba yung sarili mo na mag-direct ng isang episode ng Blood vs.
I would love to if they let me. Yeah, I would love to. Kasi I've been watching Direk FMR closely. Kasi I love also Direk Bejoy and Direk Rico. Pero si Direk FMR, grabe yung genius niya. Like, meron talaga siyang nakikita na hindi namin nakikita. Yung parang, Direk, ano bang pinainom sa yung gatas ng baby ka? Bakit ganyan ka mag-isip? Ang galing-galing niya. I get so excited pag nakikita ko yung pangalan ko sa Unit 1 na call sheet. Kasi ako,
Nakaka-work.
yeah, and parang kahit wala nga ako eksena minsan, tumatambay ako sa system na feeling ko baka na-awkward na sila. Ano ba ginagawa nito dito? Pero pinapakinggan ko yung mga sinasabi ni Direk FMR kasi minsan may binubulong siya kay Richard or sa akin or kung kanino man na nasa set right now na that's not the motivation I would necessarily go for or think of, but it works. And then you'll see it on screen, oh my God, it really works. So parang galing. Paano niya kaya naisip to? But yeah. Siya na
Kanina,
yun.
wala na-mention mo po na may specific habit si Sir Mario na very Gen Z, very young.
Yes.
Ikaw po ba, as a long-time actress na, have you picked up younger styles or such? Ano yun?
Actually, parang hindi. Parang wala pa. Baka malapit ko na lang i-pick up yung ChatGPT. Pero right now, hindi pa. Hindi pa kami friends si ChatGPT. Kasi, ewan ko ba, nagre-resist pa ako sa kanya. Baka soon. Kasi nakikita ko si Barry talaga, kinakausap niya eh. Base sa script na pinadala ko sa'yo, anong masasabi mo sa, oh, kinakausap niya, best friend talaga sila. Oh, galing. Parang galing kasi na-utilize niya yung ChatGPT well.
So, pag-analyze ng characters yun? Or
I think so. Kasi sometimes, and that's good, that's a very smart thing to do because sometimes, because ikaw yung character, hindi mo ma-judge, yung parang masyado kang close, you need someone from outside the box to give you perspective, diba? So him doing that is actually a very smart move. So, alam mo, baka gawin ko na yan next episode. Yun na yung Gen Z-ness ko.
Pero if ever, may mga specific advice mo na gusto mong i-give out sa mga aspiring actress or new gen actress natin na would you love to see them yung parang utilize? Kasi very different yan.
Yeah.
Based din sa mga nakakita.
Ako naman lagi, same lang lagi yung advice ko. Study your script, study your material, come to work prepared. It's always the same thing. Kasi I think yung level din of preparation before is very different from the level of preparation now. Kasi nga, ang dami na artista, diba, compared to before. So dati may time pa talaga kami na mag-workshop, mag-aral. And yung sinusupply din ng workshop sa'yo, ng producers, directors ng show, is not enough. Like, do your own preparation. Kasi syempre, at the end of the day, we're all replaceable, especially here. Ang daming gusto mag-artista sa Pilipinas. If you wanna last long, I guess, do your own research, do your own homework. Show them that you love what you're doing. Show them that you wanna be here. So, I always say this, the industry finds out kung sino yung weeds, kung sino yung tinatapon. Ang natitira talaga is yung mga, I guess, yung good crops. So, prove that you're a good crop, I guess.
Bella, gano'n nakatagal kayo nag-taping dito sa Blood?
Pasok na pasok kami sa Dole, 16 hours. Yun ba yung tanong? Ay, oras talaga. Yes. Nag-start kami yung taping ng Charo. Ang ganda na sagot ko, Jonah. Tinanong nila gano'ng katagal nagtitaping. Sabi ko, pasok sa Dole, 16 hours. Eddie Garcia Law. Yeah, no, we started taping. We started preparing January. So, may bangko na kami ng 2 weeks.
So kapag tinitaping ito, parang wala ka ba, parang nagkaroon ka ng conflict sa belief, sa personal beliefs?
So far, wala pa naman. Parang wala naman magiging conflict din. Very sensitive din yung writers namin sa I guess pag-touch ng sensitive topics ng show. We have also, resource persons on set to make sure na politically correct din yung mga tinatouch namin na topics. Hindi naman kami basta-basta din naglalabas na information na mali. meron kaming isang episode din na parang may pinasok kami ng Muslim community nila Richard and Baron as intelligence officers. May tinanong ako kay Direk FMR about kasi sa law, di ba, by law, all over the world, innocent until proven guilty ka, di ba? That's the standard. So I was asking our director, bakit ganun yung takbo nung episode na yon? And tamang-tama yung pag-explain sa akin ni Direk FMR, but I won't let you guys know yet kasi masaspoil ko yung episode. But it's so nice, and nabuksan yung isip ko na, nga pala, yun nga pala yung dahilan.
Pero as an artist, do you think parang responsibility mo rin na...
Yeah, definitely. Kaya I had questions also kasi I would do my own double checking din. Syempre, yung scriptwriters din namin, pagod din sila na to come up with beautiful episodes and scenes. So, baka meron din silang mamiss or baka meron silang words na magamit. So, personally, I think it is our responsibility to be mindful. So, I do check. Kaya din ako nagtanong on set. Pero, ang ganda nga nung sagot ni Direk FMR. So, yeah.
And ito kasi yung, syempre hindi naman natin ma-deny na political siya.
Yeah.
Nangyayari din siya sa totoong buhay.
Yes.
Ikaw, Bella, paano mo na pag nasa-separate yung political beliefs mo sa personal beliefs? So, pag yung family members mo o mga kamag-anak mo, iba rin yung paniniwala.
Yeah, especially I grew up in a family na iba-iba nga kami ng beliefs. I think the beauty of growing up in such a diverse family nga is what allowed me to do this show. It taught me na at the end of the day, you are allowed to have your own belief as a person. Kasi, yun nga, my family members don't necessarily think the way I do, and I don't necessarily think the way my family members do. But we're okay. We're all okay. That means, as individuals, we have the freedom to think on our own, and that's how we should accept people also. Like, lahat tayo dito, we all have our own beliefs also. Pero, hindi naman tayo nagsasakitan right now, hindi naman tayo galit sa isa't isa, diba? We're allowed to have our own opinions. We're allowed to vote for the people we want to vote for. We're allowed to dress the way we want to dress, and, we're not upset at each other. So, that's basic, humanity, right? So, I think that's a good reminder also from our show na there are two sides, very polar opposite kinds of people, but they're allowed to coexist. Minsan lang may forces within these two polar opposites na nakakasira, kaya sila nagkakaroon ng gulo. So yun yung isa sa mga itatackle ng show namin. Bakit nga ba nagkakaroon ng conflict tong communities na to? So yeah.
And knowing Direk FM, di ba, parang ang goal niya talaga is mag-educate ng mga viewers niya.
Yes.
Gusto ko lang hingin yung opinion mo kasi kahit ganun yung ginagawa ni Direk, meron pa rin mga audience na yung talaga, alam mo yung hindi nakikinig, may sarili talaga silang paniniwala. Anong opinion mo sa mga?
Ako lagi ko sinasabi, parang panonood ng sine yan, di ba? May mga taong papasok sa sine, manonood ng Filipino movie, tapos sasabihin, sana nandun ako ng Marvel. So, kung pumasok ka ng sinehan para manood ng Filipino movie, para ma-disappoint, nagsayang ka lang ng pera. And, sinayang mo yung oras mo, sinayang mo yung pera mo, binuisit mo pa yung sarili mo. Parang, ikaw yun eh. You set yourself up to fail. Pumasok ka na nakaset na yung utak mo na hindi ka mag-e-enjoy. So, ganun din yun. Kung papasok ka dito, manunood ka ng show namin na iniisip mo na kagad na hindi tama yung ituturo sa akin ng show na to, mali kagad yung thinking mo, wala kang open mind, then it's not gonna work for you. Also, first of all, TV shows aren't supposed to teach you what you should and shouldn't know. You should have learned that from your family, from your school, from your environment. Ano na lang kami, secondary resource mo na lang ang entertainment. Hindi nga dapat ginagamit na education ang entertainment. That's, for me, that's very irresponsible. We're trying to do what we can. We're trying to be helpful, but we shouldn't be your main source of education. It should have been your home. It should have been your school. It should have been your community. If you're trying to pin misinformation on us, that's on you. Thank you.
speaking of possibilities in line with that, have you ever dated anyone or fall in love with anyone with a different faith? Or would,
Yes.
be between question, would you consider changing your religious beliefs?
No.
Very.
Yes and no. Yes, I have. Akala ko he would change his and then hindi naman. No, I wasn't asking him to change. It was my recent relationship. Yeah, we had different beliefs. I'm so in love with my faith, and I feel like I am who I am because of my faith. And so to love me is because you, in a way, love what I believe in, right? So I feel like if you don't see that it comes from the God I worship, or if you can't see that I'm like this because of how I believe in my God, then maybe the love is very surface level. So yeah,
For clarification, ano yung pinapractice mo ba ngayon?
I've been a Jehovah's Witness since I was a little girl, yeah. But I was baptized when I was 15. Yeah. Thank you.
Ay, Bella, pahabol na lang.
Yes.
Since ito ay blood versus duty, sa tingin mo ano yung duty ng mga Pilipino sa bansa nila, sa bayan nila?
Ang duty siguro ng Pilipino ngayon ay hindi mag-isip para sa sarili. Mag-isip tayo para sa kapwa. As simple as voting, diba? Or not voting. Sige, wag na lang voting. As simple as your decision today. Kung ano man gagawin mo today, how will it affect the people around me? Yung words ko today, yung ipopost ko sa Facebook today, yung sasabihin kong mga salita today sa kapitbahay ko, how will it affect the people around me? Yung pagtapon ko ng basura sa tamang lugar, yung pagkakalat ko ng chismis na mali, diba? All of these little things na akala natin petty things, they can ruin someone's day, eventually someone's life, you know? Be mindful. We hurt people so unnecessarily by our stupid actions. I think by 2026, we have to be more responsible. Now, we all went through a pandemic. The fact that we're here, we survived the pandemic, right? A lot of people passed away in the last couple of years. People close to us. And then we went through all of that na parang walang nangyari. And there's so many things happening globally right now. There's literally a war at the Gulf. And we're acting like nothing's happening here. Ang problema pa rin natin dito is chismis or sinong dinidate nito, anong ginagawa nitong taong to. Why? Why is that our concern? Be concerned with your life, you know, try to be a better person. Work hard. Ask for what you deserve from your government because you're paying for your taxes, right? I think there are so many things we can involve ourselves in na will make our lives better and make our communities better without harming anybody else. Be proactive. Kahit community effort lang, hindi kailangan on a big scale. Hindi mo kailangan magwelga sa, I don't know, sa EDSA, you know, you don't have to bring out megaphones. Kahit magwalis ka lang sa barangay mo, it would brighten someone's day. I don't know. There's so many things you can do if you want to do something. Yeah. Thank you.
Bella, question. Nakakapag-catch up ka pa ba kila Kim at Angelica? Since
Yes.
pareho kayong lahat may show ngayon eh.
Yes, and sobrang busy lahat. Actually, I saw Angelica nung taping namin ito, nung first leg namin, kasi sa Subic kami una nag-taping. So, nabisita ko pa si Angge. Si Kim naman, ang huling kita namin ay Chinese New Year. Medyo tagal-tagal na rin. Yeah.
And next month, birthday mo na. Ano yung birthday wish mo?
World peace. Ang wish ko ay matupad ang wish ni Miss Cara David. Na-joke na. Na-meet ko kasi si Miss Cara David 2 weeks ago. Grabe. Nag-fangirl ako ng malala. Nanginginig ako. I was so nervous. She's so smart. Ano ba? Wala. Hindi naman nag-celebrate ng birthday. But, I just wanna have a good day. Yeah.
Sorry, kinig writing ko.
Ano yun?
Saan kayo nag-meet ni Miss Ka? Kay Ricky?
Hindi. It was at an event po. Yeah.
Pero nag-meet ka rin ba?
Yes.
Kumusta naman?
Masaya. Matagal na kasi. Ako 2017. I don't know kung anong batch si Miss Cara Ricky Lee, but ako nag-2017 batch ako. Masaya naman.
So reaction po dun, kay Kim saka kay Kim Angelica, na nag-dominate yung mga show niya sa ibang platforms ng ABS. Your reaction po?
Yes! I'm so proud of everyone, of us girls. Si Angelica did something amazing with her show. That's breakthrough, diba? To do a show na for a totally different community. And she learned how to do sign language, Filipino sign language for her show. So, galing. Tapos yung genre niya pa ay kakaiba din. So proud of her. I know she worked hard on this show. Actually, pinag-uusapan namin yung Silent Noise nung nandun kami sa bahay niya. Tapos kinukwento ko naman tong Blood vs. Duty sa kanya. So, na-excite ako for her kasi she's been so driven for her comeback, and she kicked off with a great start with her MMFF entry. We all know how amazing she was in that role, and now meron siyang ganitong performance sa Silent Noise. So parang ako wala eh, bow down ako kay Angge eh. She always gives like 800% in all her efforts in all her projects. And the same with Kim. Si Kim halos hindi nagpapahinga, diba? She's always on the go. She's about to kick off a tour with Paolo, so mabibisi na naman siya, hindi na naman namin siya may kita. But also her show is on prime time again, so ang galing. Parang it's sad that we don't see each other as much as we would like to, but I'm also very, very proud of, you know, how hard everyone's working. Yun naman yung gusto namin gawin.
Last question for me. You wear
Yes.
so many hats. Is there anything else on your bucket list na gusto mo pa ma-achieve? Or any project siguro?
Siguro one day I want to go back to school. Tapusin ko lang, para lang hindi siya iwan lang doon. Kasi right now, nakahang pa rin siya doon.
Specific course?
Siguro I want to continue the course I was meant to, journalism. Yeah, yun lang
That
muna.
explains the fangirling kind.
Yeah.
So open ka rin in the future of doing news?
Hindi na niya na ako. Huwag na, sa kanila na yan. Sobrang galing na nila doon. I'm happy where I am. Gusto ko rin naman yung ginagawa ko. But, and I really, really love what I'm doing. But, and I just want to do it para lang to say that I finished it. Kasi, you know, you constantly want to be a role model to people. And I know that I'm not saying you have to finish school to be a good person. You don't have to, you know, I feel like the way I live my life is such an antithesis to everything. Parang I've broken so many standards already, right? But personally, I don't want also to tell people to not finish school. So if this is something I can continue or something I can return to, then I will, if it serves as an example. And also for me, also for a sense of fulfillment. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ang dami yung ginagawa mo kasi as an actress, tapos nagsusulat ka rin, and then you're also doing yung mga charity works, tapos active ka rin sa Senate ba? Yung nakita ko parang nagsasalita ka rin doon. No? So ano yung legacy na gusto mong iwan or people na ma-remember nila?
Hindi ko na nga din alam eh. Sabi ang gulo-gulo ng babae, ang dami ginagawa. Hindi ko na rin alam. Kayo na lang magsabi sa akin, ano bang legacy iiwan ko para mamimili lang tayo. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Last year kasi parang nung pagbalik ko, inisip ko, ito na lang eh, parang ibibigay ko na talaga yung buong kaluluwa at buhay ko sa trabaho ko. But then, I realized I don't have to because that's already what I'm doing anyway, and it's working out. But I can also live a normal life, you know. I can also chill out. I can hang out with my dogs, you know. I can just be a person also. So, if I can leave any legacy, it's I hope people think that or whoever met me or whoever got a chance to talk to me or whoever had a conversation with me or whoever had an experience with me had a good time or like had a good experience or parang knowing her made my life a little bit better. Parang ganon. I think that's what I want to be known for, not my movies, not anything specific. It's more a feeling than a specific thing. Yeah.
Na-mention mo kanina, nag-renew ka ng contract with Kapamilya, no?
Yeah.
So, ano yung mga naka-line up na project and bakit ka nag-stay as Kapamilya kahit walang franchise?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. This is still where, for me anyway, the best content is coming from. So I want to line myself up with people who have the same vision. Also, the people I work with here have become genuine friends of mine. I also told Derek Lauren, because I remember talking to Derek Lauren last year. Last year ata, nung kasal ni Angge. And we had this conversation, and then nag-usap kami na nasa London na ako. And he told me something I needed to hear in that moment in my life. But I was going through something. My dad just passed away, I was very sad. And I had a very meaningful conversation with Derek Lauren, not even about work specifically. And I remember thinking, wherever Derek Lauren goes, I'm gonna follow him. Like, whether he's with Star Magic or whatever agency, I'm gonna go where Derek Lauren goes. So, when I was given the chance to, nung natapos ko na lahat ng kailangan ko tapusin, and I was free to choose where I wanted to go, I chose Derek Lauren and where he was. So that's Star Magic and ABS-CBN. So, I think, like what you were asking about legacies, right? Derek Lauren gives that. He gives that. Knowing him gives you a good feeling. So, I feel safe around Derek Lauren. So, I know that I made the right choice being with Star Magic and with ABS-CBN because of him. So, yun.
If ABS will grant a project for you, ano yung i-wish mo na project na sana ito magawa?
Gusto ko gumawa ng parang Muroami, pero babae. Yeah. Or pwede yung bata doon, lumaki na siya, ako na siya. Yung batang muntik kainin ng shark. Ano ang pangalan nun? Naalala mo yan, Casey? Napanood pa ba yung Muroami? Di ba may bata doon? Tapos hindi niya inamin na babae siya, tapos kakainin na siya ng shark.
Tapos kinalbo.
Kinalbo. Tapos nagka-period siya. Ako na lang yun paglaki niya. Namili kasi ako lumakoy. So yun.
And meron ka bang gustong makasama? Or kahit hindi sa Muroami?
Si Joe Hilario. Napatay na si Joe Hilario doon. Di ba namatay siya doon sa lambat? Si Joe Hilario po, sa multo, sa Muroami. Actually, horror na po ito. Hindi. Wala naman kahit sino. I'm happy to work with anyone. I'd love to work with, lagi ko naman sinasabi ito, lagi tinatanong sa akin, I'd love to work with Kim and Angelica. Yeah. Pero siguro na comedy, hindi something heavy.
For younger generation, sino yung pinaka-inaayon mo na? Paano pwede ko makuha?
Nakatrabaho ko dapat makakatrabaho pala, hindi kami natuloy. Makakatrabaho dapat si Crystal Reyes. I wanna work with her. As like a younger version of me.
Mes?
Ha?
Yung direct
Crystal Mes.
Yun yung nag-direct ka before ng... Siya yung nag-star dun sa isang project.
Apple of my eye. No, not that one. Sorry. Ano ang apelido ni Crystal from PBB? That's the one. Sorry na, okay? Millennial na ako. What's her last name? Mehes. Okay, that's Crystal. But also Crystal Reyes is also very good. But Crystal Mehes. And who else? I love Caprice. She's so cute. Tsaka ang cute na mukha niya. Sa boys.
Kapit. Fan ka rin.
Parang she wants to be solo So, yeah, let's let her choose what she wants with her life. I'm very intrigued by, kasi I met him when he was a young boy. Joaquin Arce. Oo. Kasi narinig ko nagma-Meisner siya ngayon, School of Acting, and Meisner is legit.
I met him before.
Yeah, so, yeah, Joaquin. Parang he seems very serious at what he's doing. Yeah. Have you guys met these kids?
Yes.
Sinong favorite niyo so far?
Sila namang lahat.
Sila lahat, ha? Showbiz kayo sa magat, ha?
Well ko lang, where did you get this go-getting attitude since bata ka ba?
Actually, hindi ako ganito before. Parang lumakas siya ng lumakas as I grew older. I answered this in a podcast recently kay Miss Casey After Hours. Sabi niya, why do you always advocate for yourself? And I said, because no one was advocating for me. I had to advocate for myself. And, sometimes life is like that. You have to advocate for yourself. And it's not a bad thing. Yeah.
It's working.
Thank you. I hope so.
Kung gagawa ka ng movie for ang Becky,
Yeah.
anong isusulat mo at saka anong tema?
May sinulat ako synopsis, pero hindi ko alam kung ipapasa ba or kung ano mangyayari. But road trip movie siya na mag-half sister kaming tatlo.
Paano kayo magtampuhan, di ba? Kasi normal lang naman sa magkakaibigan yung konting tampuhan, konting ano.
Actually, hindi ko pa alam yan. Parang hindi pa naman namin masyado na or kung meron man, hindi na namin sinasabi ng malakas. Oo. Mahina lang. Nagtatampok siya yun!
Kayo sa projects ng isa't isa.
Hindi. Kasi laging encouragement. I think dahil nga bihira na kami magkita, laging good feedback na. Oo, kasi ang dami na namin nakukuha kung ano nung feedback from everyone else. So dapat sa aming tatlo good feedback na lagi. Yeah.
Kasi parang kaya niyong i-pull off kahit anong genre, kahit drama, kahit
Thank
comedy,
you.
parang kaya niyo lahat eh. Ganun kayo kagaling.
Salamat. Sana. Ang saya nun. Feeling ko masaya kung kung magulo lang siya na movie. Pero yeah. Pag hindi na busy si Angelica and Kim. So sa 2085, masushoot na namin to. Oo. Thank you.
Ayan! Okay ba?
Yeah.
Are you comfortable?
Oo, nagchichikahan
They didn't
na
make
kami.
you uncomfortable?
Never.
At saka never ka naman mapoprovoke in knowing you how brilliant actress you are.
Kaya nang 8 p.m. kami magkwentuhan.
Okay, bakit may question pa? Or are we good? Ayun, at least you get to know even more our the prime time royalty namin sa JRB Creative Production.
Thank you so much.
Bella Padilla, who is mag-a-action na po siya bukod sa drama. You know, she's a drama royalty but she is venturing in action as Agent Lara
Angeles. Sana baka chika nyo lang sila Charden, Jenna. Nang ganito. Chika lang, no?
Hindi ko Charang na
Actually, eto na po sila.
Correct.
Dala ko
Ayan.
pala.
Hopefully, we have more time. Mas kailangan mag-taping, kailangan.
Wala na kasi kaming bago. Oh.
Walang pondo na. Baka mag-hanto ma'am.
Nachika ko pa tuloy na wala tayong pondo.
Ayan. In behalf of Miss Julian R. Benitez, our business unit head and the core staff, Miss Jonah is here.
Yes, and it's Miss Jonah, one of our producers.
Si Sandy is here. Si Kiana Parfan is here. And of course, si Sandy Kiana.
Mali pa yung apelido na sabi ko. Sinong bata daw gusto ko makatrabaho? Sabi ko, Crystal Reyes. Crystal Mejes pala.
Correct. Gusto ko rin.
Pero di sa ka-work mo naman ang Chris.
Pero
So,
ayun.
hanggang workshop lang inabot namin. Hindi ako natuloy dun sa show.
Kakatawa nag-represent ako tapos nandito ako. Hindi, it's okay. Nakamute sila.
Pero maganda nga si Crystal.
Galing-galing niya.
Parang pareho kayo medyo alpha.
We were supposed to be in What Lies Beneath together. Siya yung batang ako. Tapos nung workshop, they made us do this acting challenge together. Galing-galing niya. Kasi gusto ko siyang palakpakan. Ang galing mo naman. Pag na-meet niyo siya, pasabi fan ako. May love team na ba siya, si Crystal? Hi! Caprice? Cute naman.
Marami siyang words of wisdom sa loob.
Talaga, si Crystal? Or si Caprice?
Like you're not supposed to chase men, mga ganun.
May strong independent woman vibe si Crystal.
Pa-invite na nga.
Yes! Alright. Game? Mga kapamilya, tonight na po ang Blood vs. Judy sa prime time after TV Patrol. Sana po manood kayo. Thank you!
Mag-star patroller ka daw tonight?
Yes! Magka-countdown kami to
So, special
show.
shows, di ba, journalism?
Yes, actually every time nag-star patroller ako, kinikilig ako ng very pero kabadong-kabado din ako. Parang huwag na lang ako. But it's fun. It's fun naman. Baka maging si Jeff Canoy din ako siya. Emel, huwag nyo na i-post yun. Mapapagalitan ako kung ano sinasabi ko. Okay. Alright. Hello mga kapamilya, Bella Padilla here. Ako po si Agent Lara Angeles sa Blood vs. Judy at mapapanood nyo na kami sa Primetime Bida mamayang gabi pagkatapos ng TV Patrol. Thank you! Thank you guys for your time! Thank you so much. Sana tayo.